Hey everybody, welcome back to Ontario Gardening. Today we are making red pepper jelly. This is so good. If you've ever bought it from a store, it's like not even the same. Homemade is so delicious. I'm using an old-time recipe that is safe for canning. This recipe is going to make about 6 jam jars, which is 6 half pints. So for this recipe, you're going to need 1.5 boxes of powdered pectin crystals, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, 5 cups of white sugar, and then you're going to need a pepper mixture. So this is finely diced, 3 cups of diced red bell peppers, 1 cup of your green pepper, and 1/4 cup of jalapeno. So that's what's going to give it its kick. You can leave the seeds in the membranes if you want an even spicier jam, but I'm just going to leave it just like this. So that's it for ingredients, just a couple ingredients, and we're going to start by putting these into a pot. So first things first, all of your peppers are going into the pot that you're cooking with. In with all those peppers is going to be your 1 cup of your apple cider vinegar and the 1.5 packages of the powdered pectin. So now we are going to mix this all together and put it on the stove onto medium-high heat and bring it to a boil. So as you can see, everything's all incorporated, and we're going to wait until we can see this boiling. So you're probably thinking that it's not a ton of juices, like how is it going to boil? You'll see as it warms up, some of the water is going to be released from the peppers, and then you've got your vinegar, and you will just see it come together. So while this is going, I have my canner turned on, my water bath canner. I don't want it to boil when I put the jam in because the jam's not going to be that hot. So we don't want to put cold jam into a boiling canner because it risks cracking the jars. So you want it just hot. The water is a weird color because I was canning peaches in here before. I don't have brown water. So anyways, I've got it on high and it is warming up, but I'm not going to let this come to a full boil. So like I said, waiting for this to boil, and once it gets there, I will show you what's next. Okay, and here we are at a boil. So it's at this point we're going to add our sugar. Now when you add that sugar, it's going to take that boil right back down. So we've added the sugar. You're going to stir that all around, mix that, and incorporate it really well. You want to make sure you're constantly stirring because you don't want that sugar to burn to the sides or to the bottom. And once we have this all mixed in, now it'll look something like this, and you're going to want to bring this right back up to a boil. So it's going to take a couple minutes, but you're going to bring it back up to a boil, and then once it hits a boil, you let it boil for a full rolling boil for 3 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, let it come to a boil and let it boil for 3 minutes, and then I'll show you where we're at. Okay, it's boiled for 3 minutes. At this point, we're taking it off the heat, and we are going to now ladle this into our jam jars. And you're going to want to leave about 1/2 inch of headspace. So we're doing it to about here. Okay, we've got our jelly in the jars. We want to take a damp or wet cloth, wipe the rims free of any debris, stick on our lids, and put on our bands fingertip tight. Okay, so everything's done. Now we are going to put it inside of our canner, drop it down into the water, and then once the canner has reached a full rolling boil, we can start the timer and process these for 5 minutes. Okay, so they're about to be dropped in, and after they've come to that boil, we will see you in 5 minutes to see what this looks like. And here is your hot pepper jelly. Just like that. They're all done. Super delicious. We will talk to you soon. Bye.